Hey everyone, and welcome. So if you're an academic, you know the drill, right? Endless literature reviews, data that just won't crunch itself, and those deadlines that seem to creep up on you. Well, today, we're going to build your ultimate AI research copilot. We're talking about a toolkit that's designed to streamline every single phase of your journey, from that first little spark of an idea all the way to sharing your final paper. So yeah, let's dive right in.
Does this feel familiar? You're literally drowning in mountains of papers, you're trying to make sense of all this complex data, and all the while that clock is just ticking louder and louder. It's a struggle every researcher knows. But what if technology could do more than just be another distraction? What if it could actually give you back the one thing you need most? Time.
And that's exactly what we're talking about today. Think of it like this. We're putting together a whole suite of AI tools that don't just feel like software. No, they act more like a dedicated research assistant, one who's ready to help you tackle all the tricky parts of academic work, right from the very beginning to the very end.
All right, let's kick things off at the very beginning. Phase 1, discovery and planning. You know, every great research project needs a super solid foundation, right? This is where you figure out your direction, and believe me, AI can be an amazing guide here.
So, what's the first major hurdle, the biggest challenge in this whole early phase? It's that feeling of sifting through a literal ocean of studies, just trying to find that one unique, unexplored question. You know, the one that's going to be the heart of your entire project. It seriously feels like looking for a needle in a haystack, doesn't it?
Okay, so check this out. What's so cool here is how these three tools work together, like a little dream team for discovery. First, you've got AnswerThis. You use that to zero in on potential research gaps. Then, once you know where to look, you bring in SciSpace to just quickly rip all the key data you need from those papers for your lit review. And the final piece of the puzzle? Litmaps. This one is amazing and actually visualizes the connections between all those studies, so you can literally see the bigger picture and figure out exactly where your work is going to fit.
And just to round out your discovery toolkit, here are a couple more handy helpers. First, if you actually need data to get started, NextData is your go-to for research datasets. And for those times when you're maybe commuting or at the gym, Speechify is a game changer. It turns those super dense research papers into audio, so you can just listen and learn wherever you are.
Okay, so you've found your research gap, you've got your initial literature sorted, and now it's time for that moment we all dread, staring at that terrifyingly blank page. So let's jump into phase 2 and see how AI can help us completely conquer it.
This right here, this is the modern AI-powered way to write. Seriously, forget staring at that blinking cursor for hours. The key here is using AI to build momentum. Step 1, generate a foundation. Step 2, write and pop in your citations as you go. And step 3, then and only then do you focus on polishing and refining. It's just a much more structured and way less intimidating way to work. So for that crucial first step, let me introduce you to Noah AI. Its whole reason for existing is to help you get that first draft of your literature review onto the page. It just takes all that pressure off, you know? It gives you a solid starting point that you can then build on and really shape with your own expertise.
All right, next up, citations. Everyone's favorite part of writing, right? Well, you've got two fantastic options here. On one side, you have Jenni AI. Think of it as a broader writing assistant that helps you write and handle citations as you go. On the other side, there's Liner, which is totally laser-focused. Its one job is to help you pop those citations into your text super fast and super accurately.
Okay, so your draft is starting to look good, your citations are in place, now it's time to really elevate your writing. And that's where ResearchPal comes in. It's designed for exactly this moment, to help you sharpen your arguments, make everything crystal clear, and just generally make sure your writing is up to that high academic standard we're all aiming for.
All right, we've arrived at the critical middle phase. The draft is done, but now the real work begins. It's time for some serious data analysis and some super careful polishing. Honestly, this is the stage where good research turns into great research.
Seconds. Just let that sink in for a moment. This is all about a tool called DataLumio, and its promise is absolutely mind-blowing. It claims it can analyze your research data in seconds. Just think about the hours, maybe even days, that would save you. You'd be free to actually focus on what the results mean, instead of just crunching the numbers.
Okay, your data analysis is done. Now the first layer of polishing is all about getting the basics right. For that, PaperPal is your best friend. It just sweeps through your entire paper, catching all those pesky grammar mistakes and typos that can really hurt your credibility.
Think of it as your first line of defense against those silly errors.
But what about the bigger picture? You know, the flow of your argument, the overall impact of your paper? That's where Review It comes in, right after that technical check. This tool is pretty amazing because it's designed to give you feedback that feels like it's coming from a real human colleague, giving you much deeper insights into how strong and clear your work really is.
And here we are, the final stage. This is so exciting. Your paper is written, it's analyzed, it's polished to a shine. But hold on, the journey isn't quite over yet. Now it's all about that final evaluation, the submission, and sharing your incredible findings with the world.
Okay, before you take that deep breath and hit the final submit button, there's one last quality check I want to show you. It's called Thesify. It basically acts as a final AI reviewer, giving your whole thesis one last look over to evaluate its quality. It's perfect for getting that extra little boost of confidence that, yes, your work is absolutely ready.
And this is where things get really, really cool. I mean, why should your research just sit inside a journal? With a tool like Bohrium, you can translate all that hard work into really engaging posters and even videos. It's all about getting your work out there, increasing your impact, and sharing what you found in a way that really grabs people's attention.
So, let's wrap this all up in a neat little package. What we've done here is build a complete AI research toolkit from the ground up. Let's do a quick recap. For Phase 1 discovery, you're using AnswerThis, SciSpace, and Litmaps to find that perfect research gap. For Phase 2 drafting, you've got Noah AI, Jenni AI, and ResearchPal to get the words down and cited. Then in Phase 3 analysis, you'll use DataLumio, PaperPal, and Review It to make sure everything is sharp and error-free. And finally, in Phase 4 sharing, Thesfy and Bohrium help you finalize your work and share it with the world. It really is a complete co-pilot for the whole journey.
And all of this brings us to one final, really important question. When you have these incredibly powerful AI tools handling all the tedious, time-consuming stuff, what are we freed up to do? Well, it unleashes our human ingenuity to focus on what we do best, asking the bigger questions, thinking way more creatively, and pushing the boundaries of knowledge into places we've never been before. So the real question is, what will you discover?